I'm going to coach you and help you how to overcome social anxiety. My name is Javed. I am an hypnosis and NLP coach, and I work with people just like you, coaching and doing therapy work as well. And in my videos, I share what is it that I do in my clinical environment or in my coaching that gets very, very good results. So let's begin. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, because this will really encourage me to make more videos like this one. So let's begin. Social anxiety. I've had social anxiety myself, and I still get it sometimes. Now let me tell you how I have overcome and how I still overcome it. Because being anxious is natural, but being anxious for a long time over the same thing is not. It can get in your way. And when a person who is anxious, if he goes out, he may come across as being shy or timid or somebody who doesn't want to talk, who doesn't like other people. It could be many of those things. So the best way to overcome anything, whether it's social anxiety or anything else, guys, is to understand what social anxiety is. Because knowing this, even at the end of this video, I promise you, you are going to feel much, much better than maybe you've ever been. So let's begin with social. We are social beings. What this means, we live with people. An example is, from the time you were born to your parents, to your mother and your father. And then as time went by, you had siblings. And they were relatives, friends, and so on. So guys, we are social beings. We function best when we know how to communicate with others. Now, the communication skills are the keys of everything, but you don't have to be very good at all the different skills, as long as you just understand this, that social anxiety is natural, because sometimes we don't know how the others are going to react when we do something, so we can get a little bit anxious. But at the same time, others, they don't know how we are going to act as well. So guys, keep this in mind. Now, another thing to realize is that we have to get out. We have to interact with others. It might be your partner, your brother, your friends, your co-workers, or just outside. And the more we understand this, the more we are less anxious. We are only anxious when we don't know what we are supposed to do. But let me tell you guys, most of the time, people don't know what to do. All they do is they just trust their subconscious mind or their unconscious mind, the part of the mind which remembers everything that we've learned over time. It's almost like, those of you who drive a car, or maybe those of you ride a bike. You don't think, once you've learned this skill, ride a bike or a car, you don't think about it. You just get in the car and you trust a part of you which knows how to do it, and you just either jump on the bike and you start riding it, or you sit in the car and you start driving it. It's exactly the same thing, because you have learned many skills over the years and you do know how to communicate. It's just that if you tell yourself, now this is very important, if you tell yourself that I am not very good at something, now you're going to end up behaving as if you are not. But if you tell yourself, I am good because I've been doing this for so long, then you begin to act as if you are good. Because this is all attached to our imaginations. Now, imaginations, some people say, is the language of your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind. So when you imagine things, you are communicating with your subconscious mind and telling subconscious mind to support you in your thinking. Now guys, all this happens unconsciously. Now the other thing that can get in the way of social anxiety is that we have expectations about others, that how should others treat us. And this might be a little too much sometimes. As long as we have common intentions, things like, I want to be respectful when I go outside and I expect the same back, and that's okay. But sometimes people, they expect too much when they are amongst people. And these expectations can get in our way of being relaxed. Now there is another one. There are many, I'm just going to mention a couple. Now there is another one. And Carl Jung, the psychologist, he calls this the shadow. Now what this is, a lot of the things that we don't like in others, I'm talking about behaviors, the way they speak or what they do in public, we do them in ourselves in some context, and we justify it because our intention is supporting that. But when we judge other people, we are judging their behavior, we are not judging their intention, because we don't know what it is until we ask. So guys, keep this in mind. For me, this has been a very big one, and I usually share this with others in my coaching environment, and this really seems to work really well with most people. And what that is, it's like having inner conflict. It's like the things or the behaviors we don't like in others, but at an unconscious level, we are doing it ourselves in some context. Now here, how to overcome this is start recognizing, start realizing that you do the same thing in a different context. Now what happens when you realize this? A person begins to relax and you become very forgiving, knowing they are doing the same thing as you are. Maybe they are not aware of how they are behaving and they are trying to improve themselves. So am I. I'm on a journey, on a life journey of being better than I've ever been, so I'm improving myself as well. So when you see other people behaving in a way which might not be socially unacceptable, or it might not be sociably, or it might not be to your standards, whatever they are, as long as people are not sort of killing each other. I'm just talking about general behavior. Guys, learn to forgive and smile. And remember, you might be doing the same thing in a different context. When we become more accepting of other people's behavior, the social anxiety that we had, it begins to lessen, and it just becomes less and less. And now the more time we catch ourselves judging other people's behavior and we realize, oh, I do that as well, the more your anxiety will disappear. And over time, trust me on this, you will not have any anxiety. If so, it'll just be a little bit, which will be manageable. Then again, life is for living. There will be situations you might get nervous, but only momentary. Because being nervous just means that you want things to go right. So guys, keep this in mind. To overcome anything, understand it really well. And I've mentioned few things, and in the other video, which are upcoming videos, I will continue to mention more. So social anxiety is to do with other people, that we expect them to behave in a certain way, and when they are not, we get anxious, even though even though we ourselves do the same thing in a different context, and we don't judge ourselves because we are judging our intention with other people, we judge their behavior. Now with that said, now I'm going to relax you and hypnotize you so you can remember all of this and you can begin automatically to let go of anxiety. So guys, close your eyes if you haven't done it already, and just feel the seat that you are sitting on. Feel the support of the seat and know that you are safe. Feel the seat and notice the sensations in your body and realize that you are breathing. Allow your breathing to support you. And when you notice yourself breathing, allow yourself to relax. And only when you notice yourself relaxing, allow yourself to go deeper into a deep sense of relaxation. A bit like when you are really, really relaxed. I don't know what that is for you, but I know that you know what that is. It could even be sleep. Now your body will continue to relax, and my voice will go with you, continue you to guide, continue to guide you and support you. So as you can hear my voice, I want you to, in your mind, go over as many things as you can that I have said so far, which are important only to you, and just go over them again and again and again. And remember, your subconscious will keep going over it when you are not even aware of it. So you are just giving your subconscious mind the permission to go over it again and again until it begins to make full sense to you. It becomes automatic and you are relaxed in social situations with people and anything that is important to you. And only as quickly as you've done this, take a deep breath, bring yourself back and open your eyes. Guys, if you want to get in touch with me, you can leave me a message here or go to my website www.hypnosisandcoaching.co.uk. If you want to work with me, let you know. If you just want to talk to me, I'll be more than happy to talk to you. If you just want to download some of my free stuff, please go ahead and do that from here or from my website. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.